Check this out. Pip install Xylo, run Xylo new, put in a name, cd in there, Xylo dev, and just like that, you have a JavaScript front end with 2 pages and a Python backend. The code couldn't be simpler. Backend just returns something. The front end defines a few components, and at the top level, a config file ties it all together. If you want to know what's going on behind the scenes, you can check the .xylo folder and find the server file that was auto-generated, as well as an entire Next.js app running the front end. I used it to create a really ugly tasks app that's still in progress, but you can type something in, save it, and then you can see it come up in your inbox. You can hit process, and you can trash it if you want. Go back and you'll see that it's gone. And the code is extremely simple. It's just some lines, and it's SQLite database, nothing big. So I'm pretty excited. You can only run this in dev mode. You can't deploy this anywhere yet. But man, have I made some serious progress on this Xylo idea since the last video. So I wanted to take a few seconds and document it. All of the changes are in this PR that I have here, and it involved ripping out all of the Rust code and switching it on over to Python, because I spent all this time trying to figure out how to do things in Rust when I already know Python. I'm sure you can do all these things in Rust, but for me it was much faster to write some sloppy Python code to get all this done than it is to do it in Rust. So hopefully that'll merge in soon. I'm also going to keep working on the Tasks app and start using it to actually track my to-dos and hopefully self-host it somewhere on a little server that I'm running. And in the process, I had to update PageKey Semver because Pydantic had some issues that changed the syntax. So I just had to swap this syntax around and also change this line right here, specifying the field as part of an annotated block rather than setting it equal when it's a list. So that's all that's new with PageKey. I just wanted to take a minute and document all this good progress. If you want to learn more about Xylo, I did a big video about the big idea. You can check it out. Otherwise, stay tuned for more. Why am I doing all this? If you're wondering, I'd love to self-host all the software that I use on a daily basis and have the code be very simple like this, something that you can audit, just a bunch of scripts, because it really shouldn't be more complicated than that. We live in a world of abstraction. We're 30 layers deep on everything. Let's cut it back to the basics. There's no reason that every layperson can't understand how their code works for things like taking notes. Simple things like that. Email clients. Why can't we write our own versions of those things? Why do we have to rely on someone creating an APK on Android or doing all this fancy packaging to get something on Apple, writing in Swift and other kinds of crazy specialized languages? Why can't we just write it in something simple like JavaScript and Python, deploy our own versions of these apps, and own our own data? That is the question, my friend. Ponder that and get back to me. Okay, see ya.